And there we are, we're off. What's the crack, gang? How's it going? You're all very welcome to Ramble Pod. Wasn't meant to be a Ramble Pod today, as you might have expected. I don't know if you saw my Twitter. Today's guest, we were supposed to meet this morning, and I normally meet on Thursdays because it's handy or somebody has to pull out or whatever. I can grab somebody or whatever before then, but I just couldn't. Today's guest, he had to fucking leg it to... He rang me this morning at like 7:30. He's like, look, I gotta go to this fucking script rewrite and it's gonna fuck me all day. So, we're gonna meet next week. But I've two more to do. So, next week we should have 3 in the can for next week. But anyway, I figured, sure, do you know what? Let's throw something out. Let's get chit-chatting. Another Ramble Pod. If you're new to it, you're all very welcome. Hit subscribe. Listen to a few episodes. And if you like it, leave it. And if you don't, unsubscribe. Typically, there's normally a guest on a Friday. Ramble Pods are on Tuesday, which is just me rambling on a podcast. Kind of self-explanatory there. This one today, obviously, the explanation has been given as to what's going on today. Today is, the 22nd? And it's 24 degrees outside. What a fun, amazing time to be alive, as I say. Yeah, this week was all over the shop, as I was telling you on Tuesday. And this is kind of what fucked me up. I only got back in yesterday evening from a couple of days in Scotland for work. Just over there for a promotional thing that I'm going to be involved with further down the line, which I can't announce just yet. Because I even asked permission. I can't. Anyway, I can't announce it as of yet. But sure, look at you won't die for the want of it. If this is your first time, like I said, and you're hitting subscribe, and you need to hit me up on anything, go ahead, hit me up on the chatty snaps, the social medias of all sorts. You can find me, Tom O'Mahony Comedy, will find it all really, from Twitter to Facebook to Instagram. The chatty snaps are Tom Bear O'Mahony. And anything else after that, if you got a long form thing to send to me in the way of a question or whatever, or if you're just saying hello, feel free to bookshotpodcast@gmail.com. Lash it on. If you want to keep it on I suppose, yeah, well, you can send it on chatty snaps too, or even Instagram, because I was chatting with the chap from Belfast Gentleman last night. He was saying that he spent a fortune on Weber gear as well for the for the barbecue. Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, Weber people, if you're listening to this, or if you catch wind of this, you gotta be getting onto it. But yeah, I can accept. You see, that's the good thing about Instagram. Like, you can accept messages if you're not originally following the person or whatever. So yeah, the barbecue stuff just seems to be going down well. I'm getting messages from lads all over the place. I could help. Good on you. That's the job. Like we talked about last week, the good jokes pay off. It really does. I'm off now today. I gotta pop out. The Range, if anybody goes to the Range, they're actually fairly decent. I'm gonna try and pop over there today now. I'm gonna try and get some. They have decent ones in the way. They sometimes have the Weber ones in, or the Weber, whatever. I don't know whether it's Weber or Weber. Coles. But what they do have is an Australian brand called Heat Beads. They even have this one that's made out of crushed coconuts. And that lasts, I tell you get a good 4 hours nearly out of the burn of them coals. And the temperature isn't too bad either. But like, if you're smoking, they're perfect, because they're not viciously hot, like, but they'll do the trick nicely for smoking. But you're getting nearly 4 hours out of them. They're good. What else am I going to talk about in the way about barbecuing? Do you know what? We'll come around to it. Like I said, I was away in Scotland, and I was in Glasgow. What a lovely spot. You just forget, like, how nice. Even, like, at one point, like, Scottish people are nice people. Like, at one point we were just walking through a park. We were going getting a bite to eat. We fancied an Indian. We went to this place that was advised to us called Shish Mahal. I mean, fair play to them. They're messing around with a few words there that probably, Shish Mahal is probably not a thing at all. I'm just Taj Mahal mixed with the shish kebabs. Go for it, lads. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to tell you, but it was fucking smashing. But even we were cutting through this park, and we had the Google Maps on as you're walking, and we're kind of going, fuck, there's about like 20 footpaths all off, and a bloke just randomly walked over and goes, you alright? You looking for I said we're up the street. He goes, oh yeah, well, what you want to do there is, do you know, it was old school. Like, it was kind of cool. It wasn't just I didn't have to ask. He just copped the heads on his hoovers. Just, you know what I mean? And it's like yeah, I fucking like that. I often said it though. Like, if I was going to live in another country, it probably would be Scotland. It's a smashing. The people are nice. People are really nice. That's a fine place. And I like Glasgow Airport. Not that fucking horrendous setup that Ryanair flies you into fucking about 7 hours. It's like another fucking country again. Prestwick is so far away. But if you fly into Glasgow Airport, it's smashing. It's so small. Quite literally, you just jump off the plane, you walk in, and there's the baggage whatchamacallit is right there. And then before you know it, you're outside the fucking thing. I love them airports. Them tiny little airports where there isn't 4 miles of fucking walking. Jesus Christ, I can't get enough of them ones. And I'm not going to get into a whole pile of whatchamacallit airport material because I know enough comedians do it, but I have to give smooth moving even to Dublin Airport. We're up there now. It was Aer Lingus we're flying with, right? And they have their own stand now. If you do have to check a bag, because normally you don't, not carry it on a ship, you just had to bring stuff over this time, or checking a bag, and they have your own self-service thing. Like, now I know in a lot of circles you go, what the fuck, you making me do your job? It's like, yeah. I like that. I like it. I'll do your fucking job, no bother. And it was sweet as a fucking nut. You just scan your phone underneath the yoke, fuck the bag up on the thing, little sticky tab comes flying out, you put it on yourself, and you throw it on the belt. And the lady behind the counter goes, fair play to you, good luck. And that's it. No more fucking stress of queuing and like it just milled through it in no time. Like, of course there was fucking absolute fucking gaggles of big fucking fat stupid fuckers stand all over the place, but like once you can stand back and kind of spot that's the trick. I think if you walk into an airport with your head down, don't be walking into the airport looking at your phone and shit like that. Go in with mission in mind. Pick your route as you're going to walk through all these, because that's half the problem with airports. See, people's brain, the worst comes out in humanity in airports. Like, they just, you know what I mean? It's almost like the people treat it like a fucking toilet, and not to mention the fucking toilets are mouldy like always, but like it's just people. It's fucking stress and hatred that everybody has for it. So I found the best way is to just fucking physically keep the phone in the pocket, because that shit draws too much of your attention away, because you'll start walking into other people and you'll turn into one of those fucking animals. So what you want to do is you just keep the phone in the pocket. You go, alright, I'm going to get this fucking bag through here. I'm just weave through these fuckos, get it through. Then don't stand around looking to make decisions, because that's what loads of people do. And then you're in the fucking way. Don't be getting in the way, because that's what this is all cumulative. All this stuff adds up to your stress then, because other people are in your way. So physically, get the bag in. Have the plastic bag ready if you've got any fucking liquids or whatever that you would have been bringing through, and watch it. Have that fucking ready to go. Have that ready to go before you leave the fucking house. Because just take a bunch of them. Take a bunch of them bags. And anytime you fly, then you'll have them, you see. Get that fucking thing through, right? And just go, right, I know where I'm going to get the coffee. I know where I'm going to, and just boom, 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 and just that way, and like that, keep your fucking, just physically pick your fucking route. And it's so much, it takes the stress, because half the stress is fuckos wandering around with this fucking yokes around their neck, and just being big fucking slobs, basically, big fucking hefting fucking slobs, wandering around with their fucking windy licking fucking mouths on them. Just getting in your way will actually send you over the edge temper-wise. So that, you know what I mean? Because the brains are switched off, you see. The brains are switched off. People are fucking eating tons of fucking sugar and shit foods for really, really crazy prices. And they're just the fuckers that are going to get in the way. So if you go in like a fucking mercenary, in through where you gotta fucking go. Get your fucking coffee, get your tea, down to the gate, sit down. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Just nice and fucking quick. That's my best method anyway for getting through the airport. Have your fucking plan in place and get through it. And don't be looking at your phone, because that just draws too much of your fucking attention in the way of walking. And you will start turning into one of them animals as you walk into people. You stand around flapping and you're asking, going, hey, should we get a coffee? Should we get it? Don't just fucking do it. Move. Stay fucking moving. That's how you keep the stress levels off in the airport, in my opinion. Anyway, so I came back last night. I did a gig in Bray. Oh man, gigs in the summertime are so fucking hard sometimes. Like when it's oh my god, like it's like it was splitting the fucking stones, roasting yesterday. And in fairness to me, got 25 people in. Now, in fairness, it's a small club, and it could probably hold 3 times that. You know what I mean? But they were all people that were just kind of quiet, you know. It was actually lovely. I got to try some new stuff, and there was good crack, like, and I saw some good acts too, like, that I hadn't seen before. We were there all evening, and you're just looking outside, and I was kind of going, fuck, like, there was easily 200 people sitting outside, but trying to get people to come inside to the dark, basically, is nigh on impossible. But fair play to Adam. He still managed to get 25 in, which most places... I remember doing a gig one time down in Limerick. It was myself and Kevin Gilday. We drove down. Friend of the podcast, Kevin Gilday. I don't know, did we mention it? I don't think we mentioned it during our episode. And we drove down. It was for John Capeless, and it was in this gorgeous little theatre above a bar on the Quays. And I think Ireland were playing soccer or something. We're like, oh my God. Like that, it was about 25 fucking degrees outside. And about fucking 80 degrees in the theatre. And the theatre was just only a small little, like, maybe 60-seater or whatever, but beautiful, really classy, like, set up, like. And the venue, like, they had a sound tech, he was ready to go, you know what I mean? It was all set up. But when we landed down there was about fucking 300 people outside on the whatchamacallit, watching on a big screen, I think, the soccer. Or like, even John was like, okay, we'll wait till the soccer ends, and then they'll come in. And we're like, I don't see him coming in for comedy. I just don't see it. They're all drinking outside, it's warm. And then the soccer no sooner fucking ended. Well, your man that owned the joint, including the theatre he owned, he decides to start giving people free burgers outside, starts cooking burgers, starts giving them free grub. You're like, oh yeah. Now you're going to tempt people inside, are you? After they're getting free grub, probably giving a free drink as well. I don't know, but Jesus Christ Almighty, like he got some people in the end. But I mean, you could smell the burgers coming. I wanted to be out there. Do you know what I mean? I actually fucking wanted to be out there, like. But fucking hell, the summer can be a killer for indoor gigs of any sort, whether it's music or comedy or whatever. But still, it was fun. It was fun. It was apparently next week is to get to fucking like. I don't know, do I believe it? But apparently it's get to like 28 degrees. I mean, fuck it, are you buying it? I can't. I don't know. I did like 25. We don't need more than that. We really don't. Like I said, the last day, 17 or 18 degrees, the finest. Fine, we don't need any more. Sweet suffering Jesus. We're probably getting proper seasons now. Flaking fucking snow during the... Although we didn't get spring, so we just went straight to summer from snow. Essentially, it was just snow and then summer. So, maybe we'll just cut it down to the 2, so will we? Just make it more efficient. Snow all the way through from like November through to March. And just fucking boiling hot then the rest of the time. Just psychotic fucking weather. It was good. It was good. I'm going to be... I've got a couple of corporate ones this weekend and the following weekend, and then I'm back. I think I must actually put it up. I think I'm back. I don't honestly know where I'm next. I know the website is relatively up to date. I think there's a couple more ones to be added to it. So if you want to have a gander as to where I'm going to be next, just go to tomomahney.com/gigs. You'll find it. I'm guessing it's /gigs. It's not a massive website. There's like 40 pages. If you go to tomomahney.com, the little dash is up in the corner. Click on them where it says gigs. Go on in there and see if I'm in a city near you anytime in the future. Jesus Christ, I was just looking at Twitter today. Today is National Bring Your Dog to Work Day. Which is handy, but I mean, if you worked in a hospital or something, that'd be some mess, wouldn't it? I mean, I know it's a lovely notion, like, that you bring joy into people's lives, but you know, you could have a dog that can have a fucking meltdown and bite the arms off somebody. Well, no better place for it to happen, I suppose, really, is it? Huh? I mean, they bring the dogs to work in ourselves place, and they do actually work. They go all right after a few hours. They calm down, they're relaxed or whatever. Like, but if you know what I mean, would you? I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough ask. Like, when you think about it, like, I wouldn't get a fucking tap done if the dog was here now. I wouldn't be know what way even the podcast was going to go, because you're just, dogs are class. You can't be fucking doing too much. I don't know. They say, you know, all these statistical ads you see on Facebook popping up going, work goes up by 33%. Can it fuck go up by 33%? If there's a dog within 10 feet of me, I have to go over and rub it and start talking to it. Is anybody else like that? There's no fucking work getting done if the dog's around. Not a hope. They're class. Jesus Christ. It's like, fucking hell. It's like if somebody brought a fucking Segway into the office. You are not doing any work. You're getting up in that jug and flying around the fucking place. I actually nearly killed myself in one of them before. There was just like that in the workplace. They had two of them on the set of Damo and Ivor when we were doing season 1, and myself and the chap Louis McGee that played Spuddy. We just started racing these fucking things, and I wrapped it off the fucking. It's tough yoke. I came at full clip around the house and hit a gate, and it didn't. I think I might have cracked a bit of it. But my point is, segways or dogs or any fun class things, I personally I couldn't do a fucking tap. Couldn't do a fucking tap. And even the dog, if when I'm at the laptop and the dog's around, she's gone, "Hey, I'm fucking class," and just stands on the laptop, just licks your face. You're like, yeah. There's no point in us even attempting to do any work here. Jesus. So yeah, I mean, cool. Let's see some pictures of your dogs. I mean, I put up enough of mine, all right. So yeah, I'm guessing at this stage, the amount of people that I meet that go, "I actually love your dog." Like, you motherfucker. You wouldn't like a single other thing I put up on Instagram. Bar put a dog up. It's like, I'm going to start bringing the dog on stage, start telling some jokes. Although if I did, that'd be spell the end of your career. Spell the end of your career if you had to bring a dog on stage. That's it. Or not if you even had to. If you did, that'd be it. Because no matter what words you have to say, no matter how amazing they are, you could be Dave Chappelle and doing fucking unbelievable material. As soon as a dog walks out on stage, that's it. All your material's out the window. Everybody just wants dogs. They're just class. They're fucking dogs as politicians. I told you, you know what I mean? People would have more respect for them. Oh fucking hell, did you see this fucking... What's going on with this detention shit? These detention centres in America. What the fuck's going on? Jesus Christ. It hasn't been going on long. I haven't read into it enough. I was just, like I said, like, it's just been intense the last 2 days. So and I've only kind of heard about it just as I was leaving or whatever. But are they taking kids off illegal immigrants, or what's the fuck? What's the crack? How long are they hanging on to them? Because it's a weird kind of story. They're selling, like, you never know what's true. Like, if you watch Homeland, right, especially the last season, like, you don't know what's true. You don't know what stories they're spinning around the place. Like, are they actually hanging on to fucking kids, or not hanging on to Are they hanging on to kids? Or what's the story with it? But I see you on Trump's fucking... What's her name? Melania. Also, I just realised there I need to apologise for last week's Ramble Pod. While I was looking up people's messages on the phone, I didn't realise bringing the phone so close to the recording gear would actually set off that horrible fucking interference noise. So I'm keeping the phone well away, and I didn't realise it would do it. You don't hear anything back. Like, anyways, it just seems like it's all grand. But you want Melania? Did you see today? She headed down to Texas to I don't know, is she going to one of these detention centres where the kids are? And she wore a coat and I'm guessing just not, I'm guessing it's probably fucking Dolce & Gabbana or something made her this coat, and it just looks like kind of an army coat of some sort, and written in what looks like paint across the back is, "I don't care, do you?" That's written on the back of her coat like graffiti. I'm guessing that's, I don't know. I don't know. Is that design? I'm guessing it is a designer, like, but you're wearing that down. Fuck it, Melania. I mean, we know you don't care. Clearly, you do not care. Like, I mean, you're married to one of the ugliest people in politics. Like, you know what I mean? The guy is a body of a fucking melted fucking welly, like, and the face of a fucking well slapped hole with a rug stapled to the top of his head. You clearly are a whore. There's no two ways about it. Like, you never looked at that man and thought, "Oh, hello, sexy bastard." Never. There's no way she's physically attracted to that man. And she's there for the money. And that is the oldest game in history, they say. So she doesn't care. We know that, Melania. You didn't have to say it. At least show a bit of fucking front if you're going down to these children that have been taken away from their parents and locked in cages. Fuck it. come on, throw on any fucking coat. But Jesus, not something that says that across. She may as well have gone down there and said, fuck the laddie. I'm only doing this for the money. That's what that's actually what she should have. Fuck the laddie. You shower of fucking Egypts. I'm only here for the fucking bobs. That's all I'm here for, lads. And I'm only fucking... This is only just showboating for the cameras. That's all I'm doing down here. Fucking hell tonight. I see Canada is after legalizing weed. The whole of Canada, is it the whole? Because the whole of America hasn't legalized. It's only a couple of states, but I'm guessing the whole of Canada, because they don't really work like the states. Sure, they don't. Like in America, it's like 50 little countries. But it's. I'm guessing the whole. Jeez, when's Ireland gonna Because we're normally in Europe, we're normally ahead of the game on things like when it comes to some stuff anyway, like marriage equality and stuff like that. When it came to the marriage rights and all the rest of it, and I think we were the first with the smoking banning the fags in banning cigarettes. Apologize. One story wasn't meant to follow the other. Yeah, I think we were the first in Europe with that, and I don't know what the abortion referendum thing. I'm guessing we were miles behind on that. That was just, but we got it done in the end. But I'm thinking we should probably legalise weed in Ireland, shouldn't we? I mean, or fucking legalise the whole lot of it. To fuck, cut the drug dealers out then. Do you know? Legalise the whole fucking lot. Let people go absolutely fucking bananas. I don't think they will. Do you know? I'd say people would only go as mad as they go, and at least if it was good quality regulated shit, do you know, at least then that's what people are taking, I can't imagine what's in cocaine, I mean, you can't imagine who's, I've never done cocaine, but I can't imagine what's in it, because there's no way the lad producing it, has a quality control. Maybe they do have a quality, maybe they do. Maybe that's how the businesses are run. Drug dealing businesses are actually run, that they actually have a proper, quality control managers, maybe PR, HR, their legal counsel and all the rest of it. So who knows? Maybe they do, but I doubt it. I would imagine whatever bulking shit they can get, like flour or whatever. What do they cut cocaine with? Baking soda? Would they? Would they cut it with baking soda? I heard a rotten one the other day. Mate of mine in comedy was saying about I remember we were talking about a gig that I did, and it was a rough fucking gig. No, I mean rough. It was full of fucking gangsters at the gig, and there was blood on some of the fucking money, splashes of blood on the money. And I was saying this, he goes, do you know, he says, you'd see a lot of time a little red kind of mark across the top of notes. And I was like, yeah, I've noticed, I've seen it the odd time. And he was like, yeah, that is from... And this is him being told this, by a Dutch guy. That's from people's noses bleeding. From people rolling up cocaine. Because the world, it is fucking gone bananas. I was coming up to town the other night after doing a gig. Three times on Georgia Street / Camden Street. 3 times I saw people just doing bumps of coke on the street. I didn't see one person smoking a fag. Jesus. So, I mean, they may as well let people do whatever the fuck they want. Sure, if it kills a few, it kills a few. So fucking what? They did it to themselves by accident. So, you know what I mean? Who gives a bollocks, Just don't do it if you don't want to risk dying. There's the fucking simple fucking answer to that. Legalise the whole fucking lot of it. Tax it. Just like the fags and the drink. Tax it. Make a fucking fortune. Definitely weed anyway, has to be. For the love of fuck, sure. It's only just fucking marijuana. They grow it down in Wicklow. Do you know what I mean? If you can grow something down the fucking road, it should be legal. They grow it down there for the hemp stuff, all right, which is cannabis oil or whatever. But they don't. I don't think they grow the stony stuff. But they don't. Why not? The fuck. Let people off the fuck. And I think you get a card, in a dispensary kind of style one, isn't it? Where you could only get a certain amount for yourself. But it's a fair whack, is it? But it means you can't become a drug dealer, You can't start dealing it yourself. As a hefty enough old tax on it, so fucking let it off. Opinions, please, on anybody who believes that weed should be... I have yet to meet a single person. But, I mean, if you disagree with me, I would love to... Here, listen, I don't feel strongly one way or another. I don't bother my bollocks with it. I have enough fucking addictive personality, for the love of fuck, Do you know what I mean? I don't need another fucking vice. I really don't, like. But I do think, weed smoking. For fuck's sake, sure, I'm inhaling so much fucking smoke from barbecuing these days. I may as well. But yeah, as far as as far as barbecuing goes, what's the plan this weekend? I hear you say. I think I'm just going to do steaks this evening. Like I said, if you're thinking of doing steaks, we'll say they're, what, an inch thick? Or thereabouts, maybe a little less. If it's any less than that, don't burn the bollocks out of it. 4 minutes either side on the flames. You want a bit of flame, 4 minutes either side, or at the very least red coals. But of course the fat will fire up a bit. We want red coals, not white coals. You want red coals. The white coals, you're ticking along nicely, but if they're turning to ash, it'll start to fucking slow down. So it'll still cook with no bother. But what I'm saying is, you know what you're doing when it comes to the red coals. You know what you have. 4 minutes either side, then fuck it off the actual direct heat, and even for maybe another 2 minutes either side. 3 minutes for medium, I reckon, either side. So now you've a total of like 10 to 12 minutes. Like, that's bags of fucking time. Then let it rest for about 10 minutes, and you're off to the fucking races. I'm not going to keep you for a minute longer, other than to say, what the fuck is Love Island? What is it? I thought it was just a one-off thing that happened a couple of years ago with this TV show. Holy fuck. Every newspaper in the UK had the front page. It was like this was actually something that mattered. Jesus Christ, no, I'm not a fucking political activist in any way, like. But surely some better shit that could be on the fucking front of the newspaper, like. And when I just started looking up there, just was on Twitter earlier, it's like top of Twitter in trending this today. It's top of fucking Twitter trending today in Ireland. What the fuck is it? Is it a Big Brother on an island where the people are voted to ride or something? Like, what? Is that the shittest version of, what the fuck? I don't get it. If anybody can fill me in on the fucking thing, anyway, because lads have been coming back to me and filling in my stupidity. This is great. Come back to me, lads and ladies. Let me know what I don't know. Because I prefer that. I prefer to actually hear from a human than Google what I don't know about a thing like. And if you've also your barbecue stories from this weekend, I want to see some actual fucking footage. I want to see some photographs on Twitter, on Instagram. I want to see them, or if you prefer the old chatty snaps, but at least I can have a good look at them on fucking Twitter, especially, or Instagram. Tag me in it. Send it to me. I want to see your, because you're definitely going fucking barbecuing this weekend. I'm working my bollocks off this weekend, but I don't give a fuck. The steaks are going on tonight, because I'm heading over to get some of them heat beads, or Weber ones if I can get them, because I'm all out at the minute. The dog has now signaled pretty much the end of the podcast. I think you can probably hear her fucking shouting and roaring at cows next door. On that one, I love you and leave you. And I will talk to you next Tuesday for another Ramble Pod. In the meantime, have a listen back to some of the others. Share them. And oh yeah, motherfucking Apple. What the fuck? I said this. I had to message Apple, right? I wanted to look. I looked up on the old laptop to see was there any new comments from people. There was one new comment, right? All the other comments have been deleted. I had a fucking practically a 5-star rating because I had a bunch of reviews. People hit me the star reviews. All of a sudden now it says, sorry, your reviews have gone. We don't have enough reviews to give a calculation or something. So what the fuck? I had one fucking 2 weeks ago. I had a fucking practically a 5 stars because some bollocks give me a 3-star or something, or 3.5 star or something. Bring it down to everybody else's fucking fantastic 5 stars. What the fuck? So I messaged them, right? I swear the fuck are all my reviews gone? And you to schedule a call from these fuckers, right? So I scheduled a call for this evening. They fucking ring me in Scotland on Wednesday. So I'm like, well, I'm not fucking... during dinner at fucking Shish fucking Mahal. So there's an option to hit request another one. So, and it's Apple and Cork that are ringing me, like. So I said, yeah, motherfuckers, ring me when I fucking told you to. 6 o'clock on Friday. So hopefully I can't wait. I can't actually wait to hear what they fucking say, because they're motherfuckers. Like, I can't wait to hear what they say. I will let you know. Oddly, but thank you very much to who left that class review saying he was a funny culture. He was a dub himself. Keep him coming. Let's see, can we beat these motherfuckers? Thank you very much for rating. Keep rating. I'll tell you one thing. I'm fucking pulling, because there was definitely a good, like, it was high stars, and that drives it up the fucking whatchamacallit, so listeners can fucking find it handier. But let's do this organically. If each one of you, if you have a social media fucking platform of any sort, share whatever episode you like. You can share this episode. You can share, just grab the whole thing from Apple, from the Apple page, or grab the whole thing from the SoundCloud page, or whatever. Would you do me a favor and share it out? Because I'm gonna try and get the fucking better of these bastards. So I'll make us undeniable, lads. I'll make Buckshot Podcast fucking undeniable to these motherfuckers. Can't believe they just fucking delete them. That's it. That's the power of these fuckers, you see. This is the fucking danger of it, like. They're talking about putting chips in our fucking hands and everything that's going to hold all our money and all the rest of it. Imagine if they just says, oh, that's another thing I was talking last week to Carl Donnelly about it. I'm telling you now, they could just switch you off in 2 fucking seconds. Switch you clean off in 2 fucking seconds. They don't like the look of you. All of a sudden, all your fucking moolah, that is just numbers really on a screen for the most part, because most of us don't carry around cash anymore. They can just say, no, that doesn't exist. That's a zero. Or, you owe us money, we've decided. They can just do that. Anyway, that's for another fucking podcast. In the meantime, give a share, give a fucking review. Till now, have a fucking banging weekend. I want to see your barbecue fucking pics and videos, the whole shooting gallery. I want to see what you're up to. Don't worry about it if you're only cooking in a fucking beer keg. I don't give a shit. Get your cook on this weekend. I'll chat to you next week. Good luck.